So for those who missed it, in last week's video, we attempted to basically get the engine in a position where we could start it. Now unfortunately, I was a little too optimistic because we soon realised that the coolant was leaking, and this was simply because there was missing parts. Now the one really good thing about last week's video was it allowed me to put together a list of parts that I'm going to need to get the engine up and running once again. Now the good thing is some of these parts have now arrived, however some of the parts which are coming outside of the UK are still on their way. You'll remember I stated that there was no real damage, however in last week's video, upon closer inspection, we realised there's actually a lot more damage than initially thought to be. So towards the end of last week's video, I essentially removed the front rad pack. So if the front end didn't already look dismantled, now it properly looks dismantled. But we're now in a position to work backwards and get the TTRS looking perfect once again. So whilst we're not going to be going into a massive TTRS update in today's video, I've got a surprise for you, so make sure you keep watching. Hey, what's happening everyone? I hope you're all doing very well. So another sunny, glorious day in England, something very rare for us, trust me. So you join me today in my garage. First of all, my hay fever is just an absolute nightmare, so if I sound very congested, that's the reason why. Now the reason why you join me in my garage today is for a couple of reasons. So firstly, and unfortunately, something that we couldn't really just kind of get around was ordering parts. So following last week's video, I was able to establish a really good kind of like foundation in terms of what I'm going to need to get the TTRS, the Daza engine, up and ready, started, and basically just make a lot of progress. Now there was a lot of stuff kind of missing, so here's a list I've made. Now not everything on this list is necessarily required straight away, so what I've done is numbered things between 1, 2 and 3. 1 is basically things I need immediately, 2 is it can wait, and 3 is it can definitely wait, such as front bumper, rear bumper. I don't necessarily need those things right now to get the engine started. Now the things I need in March is number 1 with the slam pack, so basically the rad pack, also known as the slam pack. I also needed a new radiator. I don't think I necessarily needed a new AC condenser. I think the one I have is going to be okay. I need a new coolant tank reservoir. I need an intercooler, and that's just because there isn't one. I also need the side coolers. So on the RS3 and the TTRS, I think even on my S3, you have these like little coolers, and they're just situated in front of both front wheels, kind of like at an angle. My car didn't come with them, so that's why I think one of the pipes that was leaking from last week's video is basically connected to. So I made a massive order last week. Now things are coming from all around the world. Some things are coming from Germany, and funnily enough, I've ordered a couple of things from Germany. Some have arrived already, some I'm still waiting on, which is just really unfortunate, and that's just the way it goes. The slam pack has a back order date, basically meaning if you order it today, it's not going to come for 20 days. So I ordered it last week, so we're around 15 days out, I think I should expect it. So around just over 2 weeks, I should expect the slam pack, the rad pack, however you want to refer to it as. So that is the unfortunate bit really, knowing that in today's video, I'm not going to be able to provide you with a TTRS update other than basically showing you what parts I have got, which I'm going to do now. So whilst I'm not going to be working on the TTRS in today's video, I have got a bit of a surprise for you, so make sure you don't go anywhere, stick around. But before I show you that surprise, or before we delve into that surprise, let me show you exactly what parts I do have for the TTRS in preparation to go full steam ahead in the upcoming weeks. So like I said, I've ordered a couple of things from Europe, some from Germany, some from Romania. Like this arrived like, you know, a couple of days after. Any guesses as to what this is? So as you know, my TTRS doesn't have a driver's side mirror, and that's because it was just basically, I actually don't even know what happened to it, to be fair, and I don't think I ever will know unless the previous owner reached out and said this is what happened to it. But I'm not too bothered anyway, because I managed to find a replacement mirror. Now on my Instagram the other day, I put a story saying, guys, will a right, and this is a bit of a riddle, so my car is right hand drive, obviously being in England. The cars in Europe are left hand drive. Will a right mirror of a left hand side drive car fit a right hand drive side car right mirror? The answer was yes. I'm hoping it is still yes, because a lot of people said, you know, some people said the mirror itself will fit, but the actual glass won't be right, because it's basically something to do with, like, I can't even remember what people were saying, but it's, yeah, something weird. This mirror has come from Germany. The reason why I had to order this mirror, and you're probably thinking, but Ranj, how's that going to start the engine? Couldn't you have just basically spent the money on something else? Absolutely. However, the mirrors that I've got in my TTRS are power folding, electric, heated, and auto dimming. I searched for a really long time, and it was a really hard, difficult part to basically just find secondhand used. So I got this mirror for £220, I think. To get that mirror brand new in individual pieces would have cost me upwards, maybe over £600. So I've saved a lot of money. So I thought, you know what, where there's basically something where I can make a massive saving, I'm just going to buy it, regardless of if it's related to the engine or not. I can't see any damage to it, to be honest. The mirror actually itself feels a bit loose. You can even hear the mirror's a bit loose, but I'm hoping that's...
I think it should. I don't think it should be an issue. It looks all very familiar.
I don't know why this mirror cap... Oof, nearly dropped it. But I don't know why this mirror cap is held on by 2 screws. To get to the 2 screws, you push the mirror that way, so this part is sticking out. Put a suction cup on the mirror so you don't break it, and you basically pull. Now, as you can see, mine's a little bit different. It's not just going to pull out, and that's because I've got a wire connected to mine, because these are auto dimming and heated. It's like the motor, I think, and I think there's a screw in the middle, and I don't think it's not letting me tighten it anymore, but I don't know if it's actually supposed to be like that. So what I'm going to do is go check on the TTRS on the actual mirror that's on there to see if it kind of matches, to make sure everything looks the same, if that makes sense. So look at this. You can see that's quite loose, right? Everything else seems absolutely fine. And then what I'm going to do is take you over here. So yeah, everything lines up. Look how tight that one is. There's hardly any movement in that, and that's because that little screw in there is tight. So for some reason the screw on that side is not tight, meaning we're gonna have to get a new one of these, and hopefully we should be okay. Hopefully it's not like I don't need to get a new motor, because I can't be bothered with that. And then in addition to the mirror, I got this, and this is the annoying thing, because to be fair, like, I would have wanted basically both of them to arrive. So this is a passenger side intercooler, or cooler, not intercooler, side cooler that I was referring to. And I got it on eBay. I got a really decent price, and it came off a TTRS exactly, and that's why I wanted to buy it. So what I learned about these side coolers is that they're the same on the RS3, TTRS, RS4 and RS6 B9, and I'm assuming I'm not sure what variant of the RS6. The coolers are different, the brackets, that's where it all differs. So this one is exactly from a TTRS, so I thought I'd buy another cooler, which I have bought. I think that one's from an RS3, that one's coming, evidently it's not come yet. The brackets on this, what I'll do is I'll figure out all the part numbers and order the brackets for that cooler, so that way I'm kind of all sorted, if that makes sense. Gotta pass the parcel, this. I couldn't find the blade. Alicia's going to kill me that I'm using one of the kitchen knives. So this is one of the side coolers. So this literally has the brackets that I need, the air guides. I think I need an air guide at the front, but I'm not sure. Maybe I need an air guide at the front actually. Potentially, but yeah, I'm not really sure how this fits on exactly. But yeah, this is for the passenger side. Actually, apart from there, actually all looks in pretty good condition. So I'm really happy about this. So what I'll do is I'll figure out all the kind of additional parts I need, like the air guides, the brackets for the driver's side now, and then we can figure it out. But it'd be really good to basically put this on the TTRS and see how it all looks. So I'm really happy that, you know, the car will start looking a little bit more complete in the next video. Now onto the surprise. This is something that I know people want, and I always get the odd comment here and there. So like I said, it's rare to get such good weather in the UK. The sun is out, the roads are dry, and yesterday I cleaned my S3, so that can only mean one thing.
Kini ku jejaki musik di masa kelam. Ku pelajari semua tentang hidup, bukan ku sulam. Kadang kerja ku terhati, semua ku lewati. Kadang dapat hinaan, bantu buat ku berdiri. Dan ku selami musikku dengan ekspresi. Ku jalani karirku.
So everybody always asks, Ranj, go out in the S3, we want to see you enjoy it, we want to see you basically put your foot down, blast it, and just basically show us what it's made of. So let's do just that. I'm going to get the key, let's hop out, and let's hit the S3 for a quick blast. The reason why this car is so theatrical is because it's not an OEM drive, and what I mean by that is it's an amazing drive. It drives amazingly when you're just driving about. When you put your foot down, sometimes it can overboost, sometimes there's a little thing that happens as well. So it is a bit of a tricky one, really. I absolutely love this car. Like, we're going to put our foot down in a second, don't worry. We are going to have some fun, hopefully, safely. That's the main thing, safely. We're going to have some safe fun. That should be a Durex advert, but yeah. Can't believe it's 19 degrees today in spring as well. Like, saw a comment the other day on a video, someone saying, oh, summer's going to be crap. I really hope it's not. I really hope we have a beautiful summer, beautiful spring. We deserve it, you know. We're up to temperature. I'm always very aware. I'm like a proper paranoid driver. What should I say? So new character mode unlocked. This is my nephew Sohan.
Oh, friend! Oh, new friend! Oh, friend! Please be my friend! Oh, friend!
Hopefully you guys can see us because, yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, so you can keep an eye out because I shouldn't really be looking at that. You just keeping a look at that. So basically, we just had a little pull, me and Sohan, in the car, and it was crazy. Like, full grip, everything. Like, it was amazing. Like, oh,
Nothing like it, really.
no, it really isn't. Like the way it kind of just gripped and went was scary. What do you think?
Yeah. No, it's just, it's a weird feeling.
Yeah, I don't think I've done it from like first gear before.
Yeah.
It was scary, man. It was such a weird feeling. Like, I felt like my brain was back up there.
No, my stomach felt like it was in the back seat, but I was like going forward.
Yeah, mate, it was weird.
Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up!
Crazy, innit?
Weird feeling that is.
It makes me like scared, you know what I mean? Like it really like,
No,
yo.
when I went in that Brabus G-Wagon, that, even when he put his foot down then, that was
Was
like
that quick?
That was a good, what's it, 800 horsepower?
Yeah, yeah,
That
but
was
it's a
like-
weight.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
But this just, because it feels on the floor as well.
Yeah, I got into this today and I was driving it. I was like, you know what? It feels so like low. You don't
Yeah,
realise.
it feels gripped to the ground.
Yo, that was scary. That I didn't like that, man.
It's like, I can feel my
It's like
face.
I like it, but I don't like it.
I can feel my face doing weird stuff as well. Do it's happening.
I like it, but I don't like that feeling, man. It's fucking
Because it
mental.
feels so much G-force, you can't control it.
Trust me, it's
So much
fucking
torque.
weird, man. At that time, I actually thought it was going to spin up, but literally, you pushed, and it's giving me a little. Because do you know what I haven't done? I'm racing in May, yeah, and like, yeah, Bobby, we're just behind you.
yeah?
We're just behind you, I think.
Behind me?
Yeah, I think we're just behind. We saw you when I was at the traffic lights because I basically just had to set my camera up.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm racing obviously in May, but one of the things I want to do is I want to test the car's capabilities. Do you get me?
Yeah,
like I've just not really I've not really driven it like that, and I need to push it. Otherwise, I'm never gonna really understand what it's capable of. That's what I look for now. I look like, has he got a dash cam or not? Do you know what I mean?
You have to. Some people are just knobs, that's why.
Yeah. No, like don't get me wrong, I've got a dash cam, but like
Yeah, they use it to report service. It's just.
exactly, yeah. I came through here earlier, yeah. Let off, bam, bam, bam. But isn't sorry, not like because it doesn't pop anymore. But I just let off. Car come out on the right. I thought, fuck. She's looking like, what was that? Yeah.
See
She
that
was
one of that,
bare shook. Look, another dash camera. Fucking, they're out in full. They're in full force tonight, aren't they? Wow.
They're on a mission.
Huh?
They're on a mission.
They are proper on a mission today, aren't they? One thing I will say is when I drive it, I don't say a lot. Like I just feel like
Yeah, 'cause you just,
I don't realise that I'm not speaking. I've just realised like Ryan's not even said a word for the past 5 minutes. Yeah, well, we've got my brother and his RS6 behind us following, and yeah. Imagine this is full weight as well. Imagine when this car's stripped out, everything. So that's the passenger seats out, the rear seats are out. It will just go. I can't imagine. In a way, I think you're helping with the traction. So with my TTRS, you asked me a question. I suppose this forms part of the topic of the video actually. So I got this I got this cooler for the passenger side today. I got a new mirror because I needed one. I've got to get a new screw for the mirror, an M3 by 40. That's what the screw is called for the mirror. It's quite particular. I've got some parts that my intake's not arrived yet. I think that's going to arrive in about 2 weeks. I've got this thing called a slam panel or a rad pack. That's going to take just over 2 weeks. Intercooler, that should be arriving hopefully really soon. So what I wanted to do with the cooler that I got, so basically you've got an intercooler, so you've got your radiator, yeah, and on the side in front of both wheels, even on this car, you've got these like little coolers. I think they're for I think there's something to do with the radiator and the cooling system. The two little ones. I found one for a TTRS, literally came off a 2021 plate. I thought I'm going to grab that. I got it for 150 quid, amazing condition. I thought, what I'll do is I'll get that first, then I can have a look at all the part numbers, then I'll get the second one, because the other one's like, so the actual cooler is on the RS6, the RS4, the TTRS RS3, but the brackets and everything are different. So for what I'll do is I'll basically get the brackets I need first, and then I'll basically I'll kind of go from there. Do you get, you know, like work backwards kind of thing?
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
So I'll do that. For anybody who doesn't know, my nephew is en route to becoming a doctor. How's it going, by the way?
It's going well. Just moving guys and everything's holidays doing
Good.
just surviving for the months.
Good.
So it goes well.
Okay, good. The pull's so strong in this car, and it feels it as well, do you know what I mean? That is quick. Fucking hell, it's not chill and stay on chipping me. I've just fucking washed this car. We can race, but we're not fucking racing like that. This car's louder than mine. My gear slipped up then. My gear slipped up. Otherwise I reckon I would have like gone even further, do you know what I mean? I'll get him now. He couldn't stand it then, because I went then. I was gunners then. When it kicked in then, that was gunners.
Yeah.
Because the first time I missed the gearbox, but like second time, woohoo! So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll be back next week with an update on the TTRS. Hopefully I'll have more of the parts arrive, and that means I can actually put some things on the car. But right now there's only 2 things. I can't just make a video and just installing 2 things, and they are relatively easy, otherwise it's just not fair. I don't want to do that. I want to put out quality videos on a weekly basis. So yeah, listen, until next time, take it easy, peace. And I'm really sorry if it's really dark right now. We are recording at 20 past 8, so daylight is, I'm afraid, limited. So yeah, take it easy, until next time, peace.